The European Union delegation in the Gambia has announced the beginning of campaign for the right of those who choose to be lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender in the country under the hashtag Break the Silence. The diplomatic unit of the EU bloc made this controversial pledge on Saturday through its official Facebook page. According to the EU, one may not agree with someone's personal choices and preferences, but gay and lesbian Gambians are first and foremost Gambians. The delegation say the European Union stands ready to take actions to protect human rights defenders. In 2019, in the Gambia, the EU had to use its human rights safeguarding mechanism to save someone whose life was threatened because of his sexual orientations. Such threats have no place in the democratic society, the EU delegation in the Gambia stated. Last Thursday, the EU ambassador of the European Union delegation to the Gambia told Africa Top 3 program that the multi-million euro budget support for the Gambia was based on democratic principles. The issue of gay and lesbian was then mentioned.
The budgetary support was agreed to be coming in a roughly annual disbursement right from the beginning. So we made an agreement with the government on that. We also agreed that preconditions are such which we jointly establish with the Gambian government. So they are achievable. They are also objectives which helps the Gambian transition to progress. The people decided, the Gambia has decided in 2016, so we will have to deliver on those promises, and this is what we have been doing. Now, for the coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic specific arrangements, of course we were challenged by the fact that the Gambian government, as any governments in the world, they needed fiscal space. They needed sufficient financial means to organize their fight against the pandemic in country. And that's why this 9 million had very little benchmark, so to say, to achieve. As long, in very simple terms, as long as Gambia remains on the democratic path, as long as Gambia makes progress in the most strategic democratic changes, constitutional reform, legal reform, etc., as long as it takes place, the European Union is interested in delivering the further assistance as we planned.